Hey Gary, this is Steven. I spoke to you briefly this morning, and depending on when you watch this video, maybe the other morning. But I wanted to send you this video, and I was going through some Google business profiles in your industry and also some websites. And I just wanted to share a few things with you that could really help you improve your site. Well, it's four things in your case. And if implemented effectively, it will really drive up a lot of traffic to you and a lot more work. Um, the first things first, I just want to go over the importance of online visibility really quick, and I'll make this as short as I can, but I want to provide value. I love working with local businesses and seeing local businesses thrive. I'm local myself. I'm right out of Grace Creek. I'm with Virtuous SEO, but let's get into this. There's some keywords here that people search for an industry like yours. Tree services is one. Free removal is another big one for Fayetteville, NC. And when people search these search terms, the first things that pops up here, you're going to see these ads. These ads account for less than 5%. It's usually between 2 and 3% historically of people searching for these terms are going to be clicking on here. So they're hit or miss. I mean, they have their place, but I don't really want to go over that right now. Underneath that, this is your local map pack, and this is where your Google business profile comes into play. And you do have a Google business profile, but you're not on the top three. And I looked, and you're a bit of the ways down. Um, this top three here combined, they make up, like on average, right around 45% of the clicks. 45% of people that are searching for these terms for these services are going to click on one of these. And I'm going to talk about what drives that and how you can get up there, right? What I really want to talk about is underneath that, and this is Google's organic search results. In this top spot right here, where Allen Tree Incorporated the top spot pretty much across the board on average is about 40%. So 40% of people, whereas you split up the 45 here, which is, 15% probably between the three, this will get all around 40%, give or take some. And so that's the importance. I've got a tool here that I use. It's called Ahrefs, and it's a very powerful SEO tool. A subscription I have, it gives me all kinds of SEO information. So I looked up the main competition because I just wanted to see how hard it would be to actually rank a website. Which that was one thing I wanted to talk about. I don't see a website yet, just the Google business profile. And if you really want to grow your business, I'd highly recommend just getting a website because that's going to give you more. That's even going to give you more credibility with Google to even push your GBP or Google Business Profile up in the rankings as well. With that being said, let's go back to Allen's. I was looking at their website, and it's okay. I mean, it's nothing impressive, but they're number one. And so I was diving in to see why are they're ranked number one for Google, and this tool will tell me that, right? So they've got 30. This is within the past 3 months. This section of this tool right here, this shows me the organic keywords that they have on their website, and in the past 30 days, their website was found for 32 keywords. And over the past 30 days, they've had 184 visits. They've had 184 people clicking on their site through searching through Google. And that they're the number one spot. And so I was just kind of it was surprising to me because it wouldn't take a whole lot to take over the spot. What's good about this tool is if you were to get a website up, you could actually go into a tool similar to this and find these keywords. And I meant to tell you the three things I want to go over today are content. It's content, citations, and backlinks, and these are what we call the three pillars of SEO, of good SEO, and it's what drives SEO and gets you visible online. So we can go in and look at their keywords. Click on this, And as you can see, the top two keywords or key phrases in this case are tree service Fayetteville, NC. 100 searches, right around 100 searches this past 30 days. Tree removal, Fayetteville, NC, same 100. And then there's, these other keywords. So altogether, you're probably getting about 400 searches for industry related terms that are looking for service. So without a website, you're not being found for these because you do not have a website. But if you decided to, you could use a tool like Ahrefs, and there's other tools out there to see what keywords are relevant, in for your industry in the area, and you could put those on your site. And that was one thing I wanted to go over. This website here, Google really likes to see between 1,000 and 1,500 words on a website, and they have a lot less than that. Having that many words gives you plenty of room to put those keywords that people are searching for. And I would just highly recommend, if you haven't already thought about getting a website, maybe looking into it. The second thing I'd like to go over is the map pack and how you get ranked in there. Location, of course, is a big thing. Citations and ranking or ratings. And I see on yours you've already got uh, five stars, which is a great, it's a great start. But we could get, you could get more through different avenues. Now, citations, a citation is your name, your business name, address, and phone number on an online directory on the web. An online directory example would be like Yelp, which I know you already have because you're number one there for Yelp. Even MapQuest, Yellow Pages, all these are online directories. And on average, these businesses that are in the top three have at least 150 citations. And I've got access to a tool to where I can go in and see all the citations that all businesses have. And so I like to go into the industry top, the top of the industry and into their citations, see what they have. And if I end up working with somebody, or if I have even my own site, I'll go in and find what they have and get the same ones they have, but don't stop there. Just if they have 150, I'll get 200. Whatever they have, I want to get more. But that's a big driver for the Google business profile, and also just staying active, adding pictures, optimizing your Google profile for these keywords. So underneath that, and this is the big one right here, this is where the websites are going to rank. And like I said, the number one spot gets about 40% of all traffic. So, between all those 400, um, I don't even know what 40% of 400 is offhand, but of that the 40%, I think it's like 120 of people are clicking on them because they're number one. But backlinks are the main driver here. A backlink is when another site on the internet is linking back to your site. So whether it be through like a press release or a blog or anything really, if it's on their site and somebody can click on it and it brings it to your website, that's a backlink. Google uses those backlinks to kind of like gauge how popular another site is. Like what I mean by like that is like if there's another website that's related to your industry in almost any kind of way, and they're like super popular, they're ranked really high, they get a lot of views, they've got a great reputation with Google. If they whatever site they've got a link backlinking to another site, Google sees that and they're like, well, if they're that popular and they're that high ranked and they're shooting a backlink and shooting this link that goes to this other site, then that site must be credible as well. And so in essence, that site is like pushing its power, some of its popularity, over to this other site. And so Google sees that. And if you have, the more sites you have like that are linking back, that are backlinking to your site, the more Google is going to see that and actually push you up in the rankings. And I'd like to go back to this tool again that I showed you earlier, this Ahrefs tool. We'll go to the overview. And so before we were looking at this section right here, now I'd like to look at this backlink profile. And this is what I was talking about. And this is why this tool is so valuable. I can go, so the number one, Allen Tree is number one. They have 37 backlinks. And I'll tell you, just being in this industry, I mean, there's some websites that have like thousands of backlinks coming to them, and they've only got 37. And what I could use with this tool, I can go into their backlinks and I could see what backlinks they have and what backlinks are working for them, and it'll tell me which ones aren't. These ones that say spam, we don't want those because they're not credible in Google's eyes. They're spam sites. They've got low credibility, low rankings, low traffic on them, and probably a whole bunch of backlinks. And so Google looks at that, and that will actually do the opposite of what we want it to do. That'll actually push your website more towards the bottom of the rankings. So this tool, I can see what backlinks are good, what are working for your competitor, and go out and get those backlinks. So get the same ones that are working for them, the ones that are moving the needle and pushing them up in the rankings, get them for yourself. And then you don't want to stop there. Just like I was saying with citations, you go out and you find other relevant sites, and you go and you vie for backlinks from them as well. And so you not only will you match the top competition in those backlinks, but you'll end up passing them up. And in your industry, and from looking at everything, and what has got this site to number one, I think it would be fairly simple to kind of get you up in those rankings and get this traffic that they're getting right now, which is this 184 visitors in the past 30 months, or 30 days, 1 month, sorry. But I just wanted to share with you some information. If you find value in what I've shared with you, you can, shoot me back on this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006, or you can just take this information and implement it yourself and go ahead and rank yourself up on Google and start getting all that traffic. But either way, I appreciate your time and allowing me to send this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.